Hello everybody, my name is Riggs, and yeah, right first thing off the bat, yes, I'm not wearing my hat. This may be a shocking surprise to a couple of you. I haven't seen my other videos where I'm not playing games, but yes, I don't actually always wear my hat, only in gaming videos. Also, number two, sorry if it kind of looks a little fuzzy. It's a really good webcam, but it's set up in OBS, and it's actually like the little corner, I'm supposed to be up here, and I couldn't get it to look right in the actual webcam recorder, so I just kind of stretched it out. I hope it's okay. Hope it's good enough. Anyway, I'm making this video because first off, I want to start making more videos, like not just gaming videos. I love those, but I want to do stuff like maybe a couple vlogs or whatever, just fun stuff outside the house, all that good stuff. And also something that I've been doing recently, a lot of my close friends know about it, but probably not a lot of people online who know me. But for the past couple years, I've been like trying to get into bodybuilding and weightlifting and building a better body and all that whatnot. And for the last week, I've actually been dieting and watching what I do really, really hard, and I'm seeing some really interesting things happen. So before to kind of context all that, let me give you my whole story of my whole history of weightlifting and bodybuilding and all that. And this is like the worst shirt to wear because it's gigantic and makes me look small, but here's a little context. So when I was really young, like middle school, elementary, all that stuff, I was a really, really picky eater. Like when I went out to eat, I only ate grilled cheese and fries. Like whatever restaurant I went to, I knew what I wanted. I didn't even care to look at the menu. If they didn't even make it, I made them make me a grilled cheese and fries because it was so good, but it was the only thing that I knew and liked and trusted. When it was at home, I hardly ate at home, to be honest. I was a terrible child. When I did eat at home, it was like spaghetti, or something like that. Like, I was such a picky eater, guys, and because of that, first off, I missed out on a lot of delicious food, number one, that I love now like crazy. But number two is I was really, really tiny and skinny. And if you've seen my parents, off the bat I don't have the best genetics. Both of my parents are pretty short. My dad's a pretty stocky dude, but he's pretty short, so is my mom. I don't know how my older brother got the love gene or whatever. He's like 5'10", 5'11", but I'm like 5'5", 5'6" right now. And so off the bat I was short. Plus, I was super, super, super skinny, guys. Like, not like anorexic skinny. Like, I was healthy, but I was skinny, And this was back in like the early 2000s, and there was the whole like health movement going on for schools because there's all this childhood obesity and all this. And I was proud. I'm happy I'm skinny. I love the way I look, I'm proud that I'm skinny. And there's all these like fatter kids running around, And I was happy being skinny. Then let's see, that was all through middle school and elementary school, and in freshman year I was 92 pounds, not even 100 pounds wet, guys. 92 pounds, shortest kid in the class, skinniest. And it was crazy. Between the summers of 8th grade and 9th grade, I wanted to look good, shirtless. I didn't want to be like all big or anything, but I wanted to look good, so I started doing sit-ups. I wanted abs, I wanted abs like crazy. They were the big craze back then, so I got on my couch right here, I put my feet underneath, and I just cranked them out. Every day I did like 50, 60 crunches every day. We'd do a couple push-ups, but mostly it was just abs, So then I had like this like really nice, like glistening six-pack, and it looked so good, Maybe I'll post a picture of it here somewhere, maybe. But like it looked like something you would see on like a G.I. Joe doll, but I was still like hella skinny, and I was still tiny. Then I joined football, and they did weightlifting in football. They gave us protein and stuff, so I gained about 10 pounds through the course of my football career in high school for 2 years. I was captain senior year for special teams and full-time safety. So I was 102 pounds. I started to look a little good. I could crank out pull-ups all day. My max, I could do like 25 pull-ups on a good day. I could do pull-ups, I could do push-ups. I did 100 push-ups in a push-up competition that they had a school competition where whoever do the most push-ups won a Gatorade bottle, whatever. It was like a sports rally thing, and I won because I had crazy body weight ability. Like If it was body weight, dude, I could do it all day. I was so toned, you know. I only put on 10 pounds of muscle, but I did nothing but push-ups, set-ups, pull-ups, you know, like, and all that stuff. So I was in really good shape for the weight I was, but I was still really skinny. And, you know, that's why I wasn't like a defensive line or anything, because I was tiny. But then after I graduated, after football season ended and I graduated, I started like shifting my focus on other things. This is when I started making music more progressively. You know, I was in a band, and we were starting to play shows, and I had a full-time relationship at the time. So between that, full-time band, I had work part-time, and a really committed relationship, and I was starting YouTube, kinda getting the hang of it. I was just really did not have a lot of time, and what little time I did have, I just wanted to play games by myself, because, you know, I was so torn in different directions that I just wanted to chill with my friends and relax. So like I kept kind of my mass, but I never really got anywhere. I was still pretty skinny, pretty small. So then that would be 2 years after I graduated that happened. So probably around 19 years old. I'm 19? Oh, 19 or 20, I started going to a gym with a friend just for fun. And then about 2 years from now, not exactly, but about 2 years from now, I got out of that relationship and ended up not being so good, you know. And that was crazy. That was probably not the worst breakup I've been in, because that was an even worse breakup in middle school. That was just terrible. It was like middle school through high school, but that one was bad. I'll tell you guys about that one sometime. But this one is pretty rough because it was pretty serious, you know, but such is life. So after I got over that, you know, I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to be more attractive, you know, I wanted to look better. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be happy with the person I was seeing in the mirror, not just because I was skinny, not just because I wasn't fat happy, but I wanted to be happy because I looked really good, you know. So I started hitting the gym every day. I got a membership. I started drinking more protein. Not like, I wasn't watching my diet at all. I was trying to eat more, because, you know, I was a picky eater the whole time, but I was trying to eat more protein, but that was like all it was just going to the gym, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, not really knowing what I was doing. I started watching some like workout videos and some YouTubers, like, you know, the buff dudes and guys like that. I love them. They're so great. I would love to meet those guys. They're hilarious. Check out the buff dudes channel, by the way. So that kind of got me into like tipping my toes into actual like weightlifting and bodybuilding. And then let's see, where am I? Oh yeah. So then I started doing that, and I got serious about wanting to get bigger. That I ate the amount of protein I needed, and I was working out, and I started seeing results. So I actually grew within the first 2 years of me bodybuilding, which may not, it seems like kind of a slow growth to some of these people who come in for like 6 or 9 months and they get all jacked, but I was happy for 2 years. You know, I was taking it easy. But for 2 years after I started, I began to grow pretty big. At the end of the 2 years, I was 138 pounds, 140 on a good day. So I put on about 40 pounds of muscle, ish, maybe 30 pounds of muscle, 10 pounds of fat, whatever, give or take, because there was some fat, you know. I was bulking pretty crazy. I was just eating like crazy. I was, it got interesting because I grew so much that I started getting stretch marks on my butt and my inner thighs and my outer thighs. Those are the only places I got stretch marks, but my butt was getting big, that my legs, that I couldn't fit into my suit pants anymore, and I got quite a bit of suits because I gotta wear them for certain reasons, work and whatnot. So I couldn't fit in my suits anymore, so I had to get new suits, and that was kind of like the real eye-opener to me, like, hey, like, this is actually getting somewhere. Like, yeah, you're looking big in the mirror, but like, I literally can't fit in my clothes anymore. Shirts that were hella loose are now really, really tight on me, and this is a large now, and it fits me comfortable. And this thing used to be like a freaking, like an ocean on me before, you know? Like, that was kind of really clicked in my mind, like, hey, I'm actually getting somewhere for all the effort, finally. So yeah, I was bulking for that whole time, and I'd started eating more. I was kind of force feeding myself, but not really, because I was mostly eating out all the time, and I love fast food, so I didn't really have to force myself to eat too much. But when I did, it was not healthy what I ate, just putting that out there. So now I've been bulking basically from that time till recently, which is like over 2 years, which is like not a good thing to do at all, and I don't suggest it. I was just happy with the results. I was just happy with putting on weight. I was happy with looking bigger in the mirror and filling out my shirts. And I still kind of had a six-pack. I still looked kind of good. There was still some definition, so it never really bugged me. I was cool with just being bulk at the time. I've never really cut or trimmed. Like I would run sometimes a little more than other times to lose a little fat, to look a little better, but nothing like serious. And I ate fast food every single day, guys. Like, to explain my diet, KFC every day. It was either KFC, McDonald's, or Wendy's every day. Sometimes I'd go to Subway, sometimes I'd go to a restaurant, but like every day I was at KFC. It got to the point to where like everything around my desk here and over here was just KFC box meals. It was just chicken strip boxes everywhere, just overflowing. It was insane. And everyone who worked at the KFC down the street from my house knew me. Like, they knew me by name. I'd pull up and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah." They'd give me extra chicken or whatever, more of this, more of that, whatever. They'd just throw it in my box and be like, "Here, have fun, go, yes, enjoy your food, eat, and be happy." And I was, I thought I was eating healthy. I was eating chicken, I try not to eat McDonald's too much, but of course I did end up eating it. I would eat the double stack at Wendy's because it was 50 grams of protein. That's all I cared about was the protein. I'm like, how much protein you got? 30 grams KFC? Done, I'll eat it. 50 grams Wendy's? Boom, I'll eat it. That's all I cared about was just the protein count. And it's not the smartest thing and not the most productive thing, but it was a progress of learning, from going from absolutely nothing to, watching your protein, watching your form, blah, 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 all the way up to where we are now. So anyway, that's my diet, or that was my diet, I guess I could say. And I ended up getting to a plateau maybe about 6 months ago, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But I ended up getting to a plateau where I've been about 138 pounds for over a few months, and I was still eating like crazy, still eating protein, still working out, at least 3 times a week, but I wasn't seeing any progress. Partially because I had gotten comfortable and I wasn't pushing myself in the gym as more as I used to. I wasn't adding weights, I wasn't trying harder, I was just kind of plateauing there. But also my diet, it got to that point to where like my body, the youth metabolism was fading. So I'm 21 now, this year I'll be 22, and it just could not keep up with the amount of cholesterol and fat and grease that I was eating on a daily basis to be productive. Like, I couldn't burn off as much as I could anymore, and it ended up weighing out to where this is where I was, this is all I could get to, and I'm just gonna get fatter from here unless I make a change. And that's when I started to notice that I started putting on some more fat. Like, my abs are going away, I was getting a little tummy in the front, and it was really starting to bug me. I looked in the mirror when I had my shirt off, and I would just check myself out because I came across a Connor Murphy video. You ever see that guy? He's a sexy beast, obviously. And I was like, I want to see how I'm doing. I want to compare myself, which is something I would take gym selfies, and I might show you guys some. But, they're perfect lighting and perfect posture that you wouldn't see, too much of the blub going on. And when there was, I could flex it and you would still see the abs. But anyway, and I looked in the mirror, saw this guy's video, and I was not happy. I was like, look, dude, I've been weightlifting for 2 years, over 2 years, and I look like this, I might show a picture, I might not. This is super, I don't know, I don't feel confident enough to put one up yet. I'm proud of how I look, but not confident enough, how I look, that made me want to make a change, So, anyway, I just looked at myself and I was like, I should be better. I've been at the same spot I have been for months, and I'm only getting fatter. I'm not getting stronger, I'm just getting fatter. I'm losing definition. I've got the same muscle mass, but I'm getting fatter. And I was not happy, guys. I was kind of upset at myself that I let it get to that point. And I look back, and I was drinking soda every day. Like I said, eating fast food every single day. So what I did was, I decided to make a change. I started watching a lot more bodybuilding shows on YouTube, Athlete X and Connor Murphy and the Buff Dudes, for motivation and tips and, different workouts I can do. And it really encouraged me to make a change, And the one thing that I was saying is like abs are made in the kitchen. And that's the one thing that I wanted to improve on. Number one was abs. I wanted to lose body fat percentage. Cause like I feel like I got a pretty killer core. My core workout is not for the weak in mind. You know, it's pretty intense. I like to think it's on a good day. It's somewhere over 150 setups. You know, I do a 5-minute other thing is leg lifts. It's a lot of stuff. So like, why don't I have abs showing? Because it's covered in fat. You know. Oh, okay. So anyway, I get all this motivation, and I'm like, you know what? I need to make a change in my diet. I know I need to make a change. First thing I do, I cut out all the fast food. Okay, I stopped eating fast food, 100% cut out. I started watching exactly how much protein I took in, because I was only thinking like, if I get 100 grams, I'm fine. And they want you to have at least a gram per pound, at least. And I was 140 pounds, and I was only getting 100 grams of protein. You know, another reason why I wasn't building enough muscle. So I started making sure I had over that. On a good day, I got 160 grams of protein, but I make sure I at least hit 130, 140, guaranteed. So I started making sure I get enough protein. I started watching the fats, what I was eating. I started watching my carbohydrates. I started running every single day. I wake up, empty stomach. I do a fasted run up and down my street, you know. Best way to lose weight. I come back, you know, drink some water, drink some BCAAs. I started taking those. Because losing weight, you don't want to lose muscle mass, so BCAAs help with that. And yeah, I started counting my meals, eating 3 or 4 good meals a day, healthy meals, cooked at home, you know, chicken, you know, oats, cheese, all that good stuff, hams, meats, like lean ham, turkey, stuff like that. And I only drank water and milk, and I drink so much damn water, guys. I pee like more than an old man does. All right, I pee at least like 10 times a day because I drink so much damn water. It actually frustrates me when I have to get up and pee every hour of the day because I drink so much water. But I drink so much water, and I started cutting back on water, and I drink milk with every meal. Milk, and with every meal, almost Greek yogurt. And yeah, I kept watching this stuff, kept being encouraged, and it got to a point where like I started that about a week and a half ago, or a little over a week, right? No fast food. I went to Subway once, but I was really careful with what I got, and I went to Chipotle once, and I was also really careful with what I got there. So they both turned out to be pretty healthy meals after I looked at all the macros. And yeah, I'm really proud about my diet that I've been on right now, and I'm seeing results, guys. After the end of the first week, I had lost 4 pounds. Straight up, 4 pounds. I get up, I weigh myself, and it's like it's a noticeable loss. And I started taking pictures from before to where I am now. Maybe I'll post those here, maybe not, I don't know. But it is a noticeable difference, guys. Just 4 pounds, because I'm a smaller guy, and those 4 pounds is a lot to my build, you know, to my body. 4 pounds may not be nothing to a guy who's 300 pounds, but to me, it is a lot to shed off. You know, body fat percentage wise, that's a lot of difference. So I'm really proud about that, guys. If I can lose 4 pounds in the first little over a week, then I'm hoping by the end of the month that it'll be a pretty big difference that we can see. And that's where it gets interesting, because I'm not just like keeping my protein levels at really high and cutting down my body fat percentage, but I increased my protein amount, and I'm actually gaining a tiny bit of muscle. I started hitting myself at the gym more, focusing more on arms and chest, which is what I really wanted to work on, and back, because I felt like I was kind of lacking those areas. So I started hitting those spots more, and I'm taking more protein. So I'm actually gaining a little muscle while cutting, which is, I think, is pretty interesting, because that is not an easy thing to do, but thankfully it seems to be kind of working out for me. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to stick to this diet at least for a month and reevaluate where I am. I want to see how the cut comes out before it gets too late in the summer, and I do plan on bulking again in the winter. I kind of wanted to see where I would look, you know, if I did a mean cut right now, and you know what's under there. I want to see what I'm working with, in proportion wise, because I do plan to bulk again this winter, and I'm gonna do it smart this time. I'm not just gonna eat whatever fast food and think I'm gonna get somewhere. I'm actually gonna just increase my carbs and my fats, basically, which I'll be in a, what's it called? Anyway, I'll be in an abundance of macros then, but I'll still be taking more protein than I need. but it will be clean food. It won't be like fast food and all that junk, you know? So basically, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm hoping to have some pictures and videos up here of what's going on. But my workout right now was 3 days a week. Now I'm doing 4 days a week, or the dedicated day just for core and cardio. But Mondays I do chest, you know, it's bench press, dumbbell press, incline dumbbell press, chest flies, push-ups. That's kind of all I do for chest, and then every day I do a core workout, and I try to do a cardio workout also. And then Wednesdays is arms, so it's bicep curls, preacher curls, tricep, you know, rope pull downs, tricep extensions. It's about 3 or 4 workouts per body part for arms, and then also core and cardio. And then Friday is shoulder and back, so it's a lot of like shoulder press, military press, stuff like that. A lot of compound movements, and then isolations, and then always core and cardio at the end. And that's kind of got me to where I was, you know, putting on 30-40 pounds of muscle, but I'm hoping to improve it and let it continue to build and see where I am. You know, I'm bringing out more cardio in my exercise, because I'm gonna have a day just for cardio and just for core, and for the steam room, basically to shed some fat, you know. And I'm hoping that by improving my workout and my diet a bit here, that I can see some really different results. So I'll have some pictures up here. I hope you guys can check them out. Links to my social media, everything below. If you like these kind of videos, please like and comment so I know to do more videos like this, along with my gaming videos, which will be every day. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, see video every single day, everybody. And as always, guys, have fun out there.